Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to the channel The Nation Needs You. I am R.C Mishra, Communication and Confidence Coach, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. In today's session, I am going to teach you one very unique topic, which is like a simple way to speak fluently in English language. So there are so many video like the people are doing for making people fluent in English language, but one thing is miss. Let's say if somebody say if you learn grammar, you are going to be fluent, which is completely incorrect. Grammar will not help you in that to become fluent. One thing will improve, that is what you see, the single answer is what? Podcast. So here what do you mean by podcast, that we need to understand. And one more thing I must want to mention here in this video, like we are going to learn why to listen the podcast. Number 2, how to listen, that is very important. And number 3 is which podcast we need to listen. In my college time, I come from a simple Odia medium school. So there was no, like in that time the environment was like what? No, only Odia. Everyone is talking in Odia, there is no English. Only the teacher asks to write application, essay, this, that, or some question, academic question answer. That part is only okay for in writing English and all these things. But apart from that, we never participate in any kind of debate, this, that, and there is no speaking environment. So this podcast helped me a lot after my graduation. And this podcast is for everyone. It's not like only for graduate student. What do you mean by a podcast? A podcast means what? Like where you are going to listen to a audio file, and you can listen this podcast at any time, anywhere, wherever you are with the internet. You simply need to download one application of podcast. You will get thousands in the Play Store, and in iPhone also you will get other version. So the main thing is like what? A podcast is a recorded audio file. So our main target is what today in this video? That I am going to teach you that how this listening is important for you to what? Mend your what? Repair your broken English. So English speaking is not a big thing, but main thing is that this habit you need to improve. If you have a podcast listening habit, then it is important. I must say that it is very much easy to complete the job. Okay, let's see why to listen. Because podcast cover everything in the world. If you want to listen something related to technology, yes, you can listen. If you want to listen education, yes, educational podcast is there. If you want to listen comedy, yes, comedy is there. If you want to listen a love story, yes, love story is available. It means what? You are getting all variety of podcasts. Let's say coming to me personal, what I am doing at the time of sleeping every day, I listen one episode of Mahabharata. And I listen it not from what? So-called speaker. I always listen podcast of native speaker, those who are already pro and native to the language. Like I listen the foreigner. So initially for few days I know it is going to be cumbersome, puzzle, hazy, or confused. But after listening 3-4 days, you are going to be habituated with the listening, and you can easily guess that what is going on. You can understand. Let's say if you are listening the podcast of that cricket, the commentary is going on. So initially you don't understand. But if you listen it thoroughly, then what? Yes, it is possible you can improve your speaking by listening. That is only one thing, because we observe a lot. Let's say how to listen. There is no such specific time how to listen, when to listen, nothing like that. Whenever you are free, you can go for a small podcast listening. Like in our early days, in our, let's say, teenage, like I must say in our childhood, we listen thousand stories from our grandpa and granny, the grandmother, grandfather, and we remember, and those story was like, those story were like what, no, amazing, and we remember the story also. Here you are also going to, no need to focus that by listening you are going to speak confidently and fluently. Your target must be like what, no, you have to understand what, you need to focus on understanding the podcast instead of what, speaking English fluently. If you make a habit, within 10 days you will learn 1,000 things. And one more thing, let's say हम लोगों का क्या होता है, मदर टंग इन्फ्लुएंस होता है, MTI बोलते। तो ये क्या होता है कि हम बोलेंगे तो मराठी पता चलेगा, बंगाली है तो बंगाली पता चल जाता है, उड़ीसा का है तो उड़िया पता चल जाता है। वो चीज़ को न्यूट्रलाइज करने के लिए, नेचुरल करने के लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज़ है पॉडकास्ट। प्लीज़ लिसन टू द फॉरेन पॉडकास्ट, the other people, they will definitely help you. Like what, you know, you are going to observe them, आप उनको सुन रहे हैं, and you are going to apply the same dialogue and phrases to the other people. You might have noticed speaking between two, let's say one Indian, one American, one Japanese, one other one Australian. So it is completely what, no, vary, it is not the same. So we need to understand, we need to listen such people. And let's say the way I'm talking with you right now, maybe this can be changed after 1 or 2 days. As because I'm following 1,000 public speakers, those who are speaking on real time platform, so I'm observing them. And now we are going to talk in that way. Do one thing. Stand in front of a mirror and say something. My name is this, I am from this, blah 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 blah. So after that, record that video and listen to yourself first, and you can guess it whether you are good or bad in that. Only thing is that word, you need to change the approach, a little bit attitude is needed. I think if you don't, let's say if you remember in my last video I have given like 5 tips to be fluent in English language. That will also definitely help you. And number 3, how to listen. That you can listen it while not driving, while walking, when you are on a morning walk, you can listen. When you are free, you can listen. Start today. Start listening podcast from today, and you will get the reflection, you will get the changes in you within what, 15 days. Okay, so here what, no, it helps us to improve our sentence structure making power. तो हमारा जो माइंड है उसमें क्या है, सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर हम ज़्यादा बना पाते, वी कैन क्रिएट मोर सेंटेंसेस. एंड नंबर व्हिच पॉडकास्ट लाइक व्हाट, व्हिच आर इजी. No need to listen the economics time podcast like something clumsy and difficult. No, you first listen the simple podcast, like as I recommended you to listen the Mahabharata, because this is a very religious story. And I hope everybody know about Mahabharata, then how this war begin. So you will get different episode, and main thing is that you know something already about Mahabharata. So when you are going to listen, you are going to enjoy it. Yes, this after that happened, that after this happened, blah 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 blah. But the way the speaker is speaking, that important, because it is all about our personality, the way we represent a thing. So what is that? Why to listen? Because this is the only solution which through improve your English language within short period of time. And how to listen? By sleeping. Let's say while sleeping, you can, before going to bed, you can listen it for 20 minutes. Yes, that is a good habit. And which podcast you listen only first word? Easy podcast. Let's say language is different from what, grammar. जब एक बच्चा को कुछ नहीं आता है फिर भी वो सेंटेंस बोलता है, you don't know what is grammar. So grammar will help us. It's a like what, no, academic. grammar क्या है? एक थ्योरी है जिसमें रूल रेगुलेशन है. So if you want to talk precisely, writing precisely, accurately, then grammar will definitely help you. I will make different video for grammar, that's a different story. But today's target is what? Podcast. Please start it from today and you will get the response, you will get the result within a week if you are going to listen every day. If you asked me like, sir, how much time you listen podcast in a day, I must tell I listen for 60 minutes every day. And whatever I listen the such genre which are helpful for me. I am not listening something which is out of bounds or something new. No. I am listening the such thing which things are very common, like which things are in our day-to-day life we face. And yes, by listening that you will get that pleasure and satisfaction. And you can talk like anything, you can talk like a pro also. Start it from today and you will get the difference within 7 to 8 days. If you are not still getting the differences, my number is there in the screen, it's scrolling down, you can call me, I will give you more 100 tips. Okay, anyhow, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Like it, share it and share to others. Like it, share it and subscribe it if you really like it. Thank you so much for watching. I will meet you people with a new video. Thank you for today. Jai Hind.